Hi, I'm Dave Epstein. This is Growing Wisdom, and today we're talking about outdoor rooms. Of course, we're inside in an eat-in kitchen area, but what I want you to focus on is what's going on outside. So this particular home is very close to another house. You can see the house right down the way, and obviously none of us like to be sitting, eating, enjoying time with our families and have somebody glaring in. And this has been particularly important with the deck area. One of the things the homeowner asked was, instead of a railing there, obviously you had to have a railing, could we build a planter box? So I said absolutely. So we built a planter box actually out of the same decking material as the deck to really make it look like a continuous piece of furniture. And now we're going to plant some boxwoods in this planter. The boxwoods will be anywhere from about 2.5 to 3 feet tall, and that's going to create an instant green wall for which the family will now be able to sit out here, enjoy their time together, and not have to see the house. One of the most important things with the planter box is drainage. So when we built it, we left some slats, and then we're putting landscape fabric over the holes. That's going to allow the moisture and the water to leak out, but not the soil. Obviously, we don't want to lose the soil. We're using a boxwood called Blandy Boxwood. It's a nice, tall, narrow-growing boxwood. So unlike other boxwoods which tend to grow wide, this is going to grow nice and tall, a little bit wider. It will create a wall, but it's not going to get too wide for the space. One of the things you'll notice is I put little numbers on the wood out there. I want the boxwoods evenly spaced. That's important just for an aesthetic point. So as I place the boxwoods, I'll be sure that they're evenly spaced. So I'm going to start adding soil. We're going to add soil about halfway up, giving us enough base, but not too high, so that when we put in the boxwoods, they're at the right height. All right, so we've got one of our Blandy Boxwoods up on the deck, and the root ball's way too big to go in there. So what I'm doing is I'm going to wet it and get this extra soil off and then put it into the box. The key is to remove as few roots as possible. A couple of choices here. We could cut this, but I don't like the way that the soil's kind of falling apart. So I'm going to wet it, let the soil naturally come off from the water, and then get it in. That will preserve most of the root structure. All right, so we're removing the dirt from around the root ball. Notice the beautiful white roots exposed. We want to get those into the planter box as quickly as possible, but we haven't really destroyed any roots. So as we let the water kind of run here, it's removing some of the soil, making this smaller, and enabling us to get it into this pot. All right, we've got 5 in, we're halfway home. Very warm day, up near 90, not that humid, but still it's very hot. Remember, hats and sunglasses are important. I've got sunscreen on, and drink lots of water whenever you're working outside. Time goes real fast, and you can get dehydrated in a real short period of time. Do the best you can with spacing the plants, and remember, if it's just a little off, in a couple of years, they'll all knit together, and you'll never know the difference. All right, 5 hours later, we've got these big guys in, and they look real good. I'm very pleased with the way this looks. You can see that it's not only blocked this house, but that house has now faded into the background. One final tip, just be sure in the hot summer sun, keep this watered, and when you go into winter, don't let it dry out. Come back every week and check out all of our videos here at Growing Wisdom.